Up the new year with something brand new. We have an amazing showstopper to start off the hour. So if you're someone who, you know, you're brewing the coffee, but you really would love iced coffee, or maybe it comes to that wine that you prefer to get with a little bit of a chill, take a look. It is the showstopper of the hour. It is the Elite HyperChiller. First time on the air. Matter of fact, we have an opportunity for everyone to enjoy it today on a great price break from $29.95 to $26.95. Additionally available on three flex pay payments of $8.98 a payment. And my pleasure to welcome my fabulous guest, Stephanie Roberts. How are you? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Okay, I love new creative products, and this one is really cool. How many times have you burned your tongue on your coffee?
Yeah.
It is like the worst way to start the day ever, but you know, you need it, you get it out of the coffee maker, you just can't wait to get it in your mouth. HyperChiller is a way to take that edge, that burning edge off the coffee, literally in 90 seconds. So here's how it works. I'm gonna show you first with the coffee, and then we're gonna take the HyperChiller apart and show you how it works inside. So I've just brewed my coffee, right? This is how our day starts. Mine started a few hours ago, just like this. Let's take a quick temperature, okay? Because we are coming right out of the coffee machine. You can see that warming up, ooh, 115, 120, dang, that's hot.
That is
right. Okay, so I do not want to put 150-degree coffee on my tongue, but yet I'm dying to drink this. So I take the HyperChiller, which, if you can see, has a little slit of pouring vents, if you will, right across the top. Now, quite honestly, it's right there. I can brew right into my frozen HyperChiller.
You go right from your Keurig right into the HyperChiller.
I do not have to use a pouring device. I'm doing this just so you can see what's happening, because as you can see, this will fit right under my machine and brew right into it. But what I'm doing is I am pouring my 150-degree coffee into a frozen container, not ice. There is ice inside here, but the actual coffee is not touching the ice. Why? I don't want my coffee to water down. I want that rich, bold taste. Now,
and it's double insulated, isn't it?
It is. We'll take it apart and show you. Now, it can sit here for up to 2 minutes and wait till you see the temperature drop. Or if you're impatient in a hurry for your coffee, as I always am, I can do a little swirling. It's going to happen even more quickly. There's a little science behind this. We're moving the molecules around. We're distributing the cold. And we're going to watch the temperature drop. So what was that? Maybe 15 seconds? Needs another minute to do a full 130-degree temperature drop, as much as. But already now, in the HyperChiller, I was at 150. Now it looks like I'm at about 80. 85. Do you see the difference? Now I could stick that in my mouth and start slugging it back. It just stops moving. 84 degrees. This just dropped 80 degrees before our very eyes. Now I've got a great little sipper. I could pour it into a cup. If you're really in a hurry, or like me and just need to go, drink it right out of the HyperChiller. But if you don't want to take something this big or frozen with you, then you go ahead and pour it into your cup. But I'm an espresso drinker. The correct temperature to brew espresso is 190 degrees. But you can't drink 100, so this was 1 cup worth. You can't drink, I'm trying to stretch it for you because I was gonna share, but now I'm not. Now it's just for me.
That's fine.
So there is my coffee, and look at that. I'll go ahead and prove it. Finger right in there. There is no way I would have put my finger in 150 degrees.
You know,
so
these
that
are
is
expensive out there, because I've seen a lot of coolers out there. They are really, you can spend a lot of money on chillers.
This is really a fun concept. I'll be honest, the more I use this, the more I keep thinking of ways to use it. Let's take a minute and take apart what you get when it comes to you. So inside my HyperChiller are 2 different vessels. These are stainless steel. These are what I freeze. So the first thing I do is I fill the little guy with water up to the line. No big deal. I'm gonna screw it into the top of my HyperChiller. By the way, the instructions that come with this from Elite couldn't be better. You're not gonna have to wonder what to do. Then I take the second guy, the little stainless steel vessel, fill it up to the line as well. I pour it into the base of the HyperChiller. The reason is I'm going to create literally an ice wall inside and outside. Now, what's going to happen with that second one, when I put my drink, whatever it is, pour it in and it goes through that slot there, it is now surrounded by ice. And as weird as this sounds, I want to show you, because the picture on the box really has a good visual. There's a layer of ice, there's the beverage of your choice, there's a layer of ice. That's why this is called a HyperChiller. You are surrounded by ice, but yet the ice never, ever, ever touches your drink.
And you keep it in the freezer.
You keep it in the freezer.
Okay.
So let's start to talk about all the different uses. I love water, but I don't like ice in my water. I hear that from a lot of people.
Yeah.
So I want to get a little bit of a cooling effect on the water. This is especially helpful in those warm climates. Oh my gosh, our tap water, even our filtered water.
So whether it's water, whether it's wine, whether it's whiskey, you name it, and $26.95, your price for it today. So definitely stay right where you are. Thank you, beautiful.
I love it for white wine.
Stephanie's going to be back a little bit later on with our fabulous keepers.
Yes, we've got lots of good things on the way for organization for the new year.
Yes, exactly.
Cheers. My wine is chilled.
Yay! And coming up all